Located in the heart of the beautiful Pacific Northwest, the growers of Sage Fruit Company have been supplying consumers with the world's best apples, pears, and cherries for multiple generations. Our growers farm several thousand acres throughout the state of Washington, as well as parts of Oregon. Orchards today are considered high density and consist of anywhere from 2,000 to 2,700 trees per acre. Each of those trees are planted using one of two primary methods, the first being planting trees from a nursery and the second being grafting. Typically, trees from a nursery are used to establish brand new orchards. Once planted, they should be in production within 5 years. Grafting, on the other hand, will see an orchard in production within 3 years. This method utilizes the already existing trunk and root system of an apple tree to grow a new variety. In early spring, bloom occurs throughout the Pacific Northwest. From bloom to harvest, apples can take anywhere from 120 to 185 days to fully mature. Every variety matures at a slightly different pace, which lends well for harvesting. Throughout the year, our team of field specialists work with growers in the orchard to ensure our fruit is grown to the highest standards and harvested at the peak of freshness. Apple harvest begins in early August and lasts through the first part of November. Although machine picking is in beta testing, currently all apples are hand-picked by workers in the field. Each year, the state of Washington produces 10 to 12 billion apples. After being harvested, apples are transported to our packing facility, where they are rinsed in their bins and then placed in a predetermined storage room. Some lots will be packed right away, while others will be added to a controlled atmosphere storage to be packed at later dates throughout the year. At the time of packing, apples are submerged in water for their second wash. They are then scrubbed with a mild soap and rinsed again. Next, they are dried by overhead fans, and finally, the wax is applied to our conventionally grown product. Over the years, our warehouse facilities have heavily invested in the latest packing technology. Every apple that runs across our line passes through an optical sorter. There's a total of 72 pictures taken of each piece of fruit and is communicated back to our packing operators. The optical sorting allows us to eliminate both internal and external defects. Once the product is in a box, it will go back into our cold storage room and await shipment. At room temperature, apples ripen 10 times faster than when refrigerated, so it is imperative that they remain cool throughout the packing, storage, and transportation processes. There are many similarities between apple and cherry growing. Like apples, cherries begin bloom in early spring. However, from bloom to harvest, cherries only take about 65 days to reach maturity. Geographical diversification is essential for cherry harvest. By strategically planting cherry orchards across the region, we ensure that they are available all summer long. Like apples, cherries are hand-picked each summer. Due to their sensitive nature and being prone to bruising, a lot of care is put into each and every cherry harvest. There are over 1,000 varieties of cherries produced in the United States. However, only about 10 are produced commercially. And even then, we tend to designate them as either dark, sweet, or Rainier cherries, which is what the end consumer typically knows them by. Unlike apples, cherries do not enter controlled atmosphere storage. Instead, they are placed in regular cold storage rooms until they are ready to pack. Cherries are picked, packed, and shipped to retailers throughout the world within a matter of only a few days. To maximize their shelf life, it's crucial that cherries maintain their chilled temperature. To accomplish this, we use cooled water to move them across the packing line. Once they are rinsed, they are sent through the cluster cutters. Cluster cutters separate large groups of cherries into singles. They are then sized and sorted for defects. Like the apple line, our cherry line utilizes an optical sorter. There are roughly 65 pictures taken of each cherry that passes through this packing line. Washington State grows more sweet cherries than any other region in the United States, and when combined with California and Oregon, they account for 90% of the quantity produced nationwide. We take great pride in our commitment to quality, innovation, and service. Today, Sage Fruit Company supplies fruit to retailers nationwide, as well as to Asia, Europe, South America, Mexico, and Canada. We are proud to supply some of the world's healthiest foods from one of the world's most fertile growing regions and provide consumers with an exceptional eating experience.